Now, in my opinion, Volkswagen have always made the absolute best hot hatches on the market. This is the Volkswagen Golf GTi 2019 registered on a 68 plate. But what they've done with this one is turned it up a notch because this is actually the GTi Performance. Essentially what that composes of is several performance upgrades and also exterior sort of more styling upgrades as well. But the main performance upgrades for this are you're going to find more power on the Performance than a regular GTi. You also get a front locking diff on this, bigger brakes, and as I mentioned before, more styling upgrades. So overall, very, very nice car. So the styling upgrades start from the front with this. How you'll tell the GTi Performance, aside from the crowd of the GTIs, that's the thing. There is of course a lot of GTIs on the market, but if you want something that's just a little bit different, stands out a little bit more from the rest, is a little bit more special, then this is the one. So the GTi Performance, as I was saying, you get the GTi sort of red styling in the headlights. That's the main telltale sign. Golf GTi, this is a 3-door hatchback. It's covered just over 35,000 miles, so low miles for what it is. And I just think the colour with the GTi suits it so well, because of the GTi, the styling's always red, isn't it? And then the red on red just looks absolutely exceptional. So as well as the performance upgrades, this one's actually got several more upgrades, and I'm going to leave the big one to the end because it's absolutely my favourite upgrade on this, the interior, but just wait for that. So the exterior's got 19-inch diamond cut contrast alloy wheels, and as you can see they've got the gloss red finish brake calipers, and they do look exceptional. So it's a split spoke design with the gloss black inserts. Now the Golf GTi, of course, it is a hatchback. It's not massive on space, they're not made for that, but you do get quite a lot of space on them. So inside, guys, check it out. As you can see, quite plentiful, and the rear of the car is also redesigned. GTi, of course, gets your twin exhaust on either side, and this is the Mark 7.5, so it's also got sweeping rear indicators, as you can see from that. Now I said there was a big option on this, absolutely massive option for me, and that is the interior seats. So check it out, it's called Art Velour Honeycomb style sports seats, and essentially, well, you can tell exactly what they are. So it's a part leather, part upholstery seating, honeycomb styling in the bottom, red stripes on the seats, red stitching on the seats, and check it out, don't they just look incredible? Now you won't find many on the market with that spec, and that's because it was a big option from factory. So if it wasn't spec'd with it from factory, then you're not getting them. But thankfully this one does have them. But guys, the options don't stop there. So for the inside, this has also got the upgraded speakers, and on Volkswagen, or the GTI should I say, they call this Dynaudio Excite Pack, and it's just an upgrade speakers, that's what they call them, but you're going to see that styling on there, so Dynaudio, that's what it says. Now the vehicle, as well as having these sort of exceptional good looking seats, they're also heated. It's got the latest infotainment screen, so if you switch that on, it's got Apple CarPlay, it's got sat nav, it's got everything you would normally expect and more. I'll turn the vehicle on to show you. But that's the heated seats options. As you can tell, it sounds really good, this car. It's also got drive mode, so that's signified by that button there. So you've got sport mode, normal, sport, individual, eco. Individual is where you can tweak each setting just how you want it. Eco obviously does the opposite of sport. And then the rest of the screen is all touch screen. That's your media, Apple CarPlay, radio, navigation, everything you've got you can normally expect. Now of course the GTI comes with a flat bottom GTI steering wheel. If you're not familiar with what adaptive cruise control does, this button there, you push that and you can set the distance between you and the car in front. The most useful time to use that is actually on the motorway. So you can set it so that the car in front, if it slows down, your car's going to automatically slow down for you, and if the car speeds up, it's going to also speed up a little for you as well, of course within the speed that you set it. Just to run over the features quickly in the car, so you've got app there which signifies your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You can click that, of course it's all touchscreen. Navigation, quite self-explanatory, radio, media and whatnot, phone, and these buttons here, it's your heated seats buttons. This is for your sport control, and you can put it into drive, but then you can also knock it across into manual mode and use it almost like an automatic shifter. But in addition to that, you get the paddles as well, so you can really sort of make the most of the fun car that this is. Now, I'll leave the car running and we'll hop outside for a second because I want to show you the sort of 7.5 styling. So I showed you before the GTi Performance styling that continues into the headlights, but when they're actually switched on, they just look even better. So you get the daytime running lights underneath the red styling there, obviously your normal LED headlights, and then of course it sort of continues with the GTI stripe. And I mentioned it again before, but the GTI red on red, it just suits this car so well. It's a 3-door 5-seater. The rear seats are the same styling as the front, that honeycomb art velour they call it, and the seats are just so soft, just much softer than your normal seats, and so comfortable. So the car's just come into stock, GTi Performance 2019, and just over 33,000 miles, so very low miles for what it is. It's been cared for exceptionally well, and of course it's got the upgrade alloys, the upgrade speakers, and everything that comes as part of the performance pack. So if you'd like to inquire on this car, me or Terry can take you on a test drive, and it's an absolute blast to drive, and I can guarantee you'll love it. Thanks for watching.